How to become an esthetician. So the first thing you want to do, you want to make sure that you complete a esthetician program or apprenticeship. This is important because in order for you to be licensed, in order for you to perform legally any type of facial service, waxing service, advanced treatment services, you have to become licensed, okay, you guys? So that is going to require you to enroll into a cosmetology program, one that is accredited, which means they are authorized to teach cosmetology esthetician programs, okay? So when you go to enroll in one of these cosmetology programs, you want to keep in mind that the schedule and locations of each program is going to vary per state, per location. That's just how it is. It's the thing about the cosmetology board and the esthetician that falls under cosmetology, it's kind of like a gray area, like the requirements are the requirements, but it's just so choppy when it comes to one state versus another state, what they offer, right? So one state might require you to have 600 hours to complete your esthetician program, and another state might require you to have 1,000 hours. So you just want to make sure you check with the board of cosmetology to make sure that you are on track and you are doing everything you can to become a licensed esthetician. And you want to keep in mind that whichever program or apprenticeship you do choose to get licensed to become an esthetician, make sure that they prepare you for what's to come. So make sure they prepare you for the real world. Basically, when you graduate from school, you want to make sure you at least got the knowledge and the skill to be able to perform comfortably, okay? I'm not saying you're gonna learn everything in class because it is almost like an accelerated program, whereas some classes are about 6 months and some is a year or maybe 2 years. It just varies per state. So just make sure whatever program you do go to, make sure that they're really prepping you to be the best esthetician you can be. So step 2, you want to make sure you submit proof of your training or apprenticeship hours to your state board. You have to do this in order to get licensed. In order for them to make you certified as an esthetician, you have to submit those things to the state board. So training hours will keep track of the trainings that you've done during the course of your time in the program, which is going to be really crucial because let's say if you got your license in one state and then you've been working where you were at for like a year or over, then you move to another state, they're going to want to see those hours you put in at your school that you graduated from. So training hours are important because they want to see how many did you get, how long have you been an esthetician, and all those sorts. So there is a combination of academic coursework and hands-on training, okay? The hours you spent learning will prepare you more to get your license, while also making you ready to get on the floor and start performing them services like a pro that you are. Coming in at number 3, you want to make sure that you take and pass all the exams, okay? You want to make sure you do this the first time, okay? Learn, study, practice, get with some people that will help you. I'm not gonna say it's hard, but I will say if you are somebody who's ready to just be done, you're over it, you're ready to get licensed and get going, take it serious the first time, you guys, okay? Because you don't want to be retaking test after test after test, okay? So take it serious the first time. So in most cases, you need to pass the NIC, which is called, and let me see because I almost forgot it. It's the National Interstate Council of State Board of Cosmetology. So this will be a major component in order for you to work and become an esthetician, okay? So you have to pass those 2 tests. There's 2 tests, so you have to pass those 2 tests. And I'll talk about what those 2 tests are, but you have to pass 2 tests in order to move on and become a licensed esthetician. So there are 2 different types of tests. So you have like I'm gonna say it's the practical exam, and that one is more like hands-on. You're working, you're doing a facial, you're doing a service. You're basically showing your instructor everything that you learned through the course of your program, right? And then the other section of the test is going to be like your written exam. So I believe it's a multiple choice. It's done on the computer. And so that's going to be more of your like theory type of exam. So you got you got a hands-on test, and then you have a multiple choice written exam test, and you have to pass both of those. So I just wanted to let you guys know too, like the NIC test usually takes about like 90 minutes and is done on a computer, and there's like, I want to say there's like 2 different components of them, 2 parts, and it's, so you have a scientific concept part, okay, and that one is going to deal with like the cells and tissues, the microbiology, the infection and control. So that is what that section of the test is going to cover, okay. And so the other section of the test is going to cover skincare and service-based testing. So it's going to ask you things like exfoliation, services, and maybe about the skin and equipment and stuff. So that part of the test is going to ask you about that, you guys. And I believe you have to, some say, I think you have to pass like with a 70%. So you got to get a 70% or maybe a 75%. I'm not sure, depending on your state, either 70 or 75% you have to pass. So yeah, you guys, I believe you can become an esthetician, you guys. This is how you become an esthetician. So I just briefly want to go over quickly how to become an esthetician of what I just said. So you want to make sure that you complete an esthetician program or apprenticeship, okay. You want to make sure you submit the proof of your training hours to the State Board of Cosmetology. You want to make sure you take and pass all your exams, okay. And the last thing you want to do is make sure you pay for any of your license fees. So anything that you got to pay to really finalize you, I mean, you pass the school, but you got to pay, okay. They want their money, so you got to pay for your licensing fees. And after that, you, my friend, is a licensed esthetician, okay? So if you found this video very helpful, very straight to the point, this is what you needed, please give it a thumbs up. Also, I have a guide down below listed in the descriptions where this guide specifically help you grow and succeed and teaches you how to get clientele in your doors by sharing my examples, real life examples. Like I share real life examples of how I did it. I also even have like some captions in there that you can use on your social media platforms that can be changed and tailored to how you like it, just to help you guys out a little bit to be able to engage more with your audience and your customers and clientele. So if you want that guide is listed down below, only for 10 bucks. So it's down there. It's a lot of good gems, okay? That's what I did to make my 4 figures every month. And so yeah, I highly recommend that you do the same. So I'll catch you guys back with another video. Bye.